going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast, episode 314. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, me too.
I was
a little tired.
I've been staying up way too late.
Playing that Mina the Hollower?
Yes, dude. I'm done with it now, but well, there's New Game Plus, but yeah, I've been staying up way too late, and I'm paying for it because I get up at the same time every day.
Right.
I'm up at 6:30 every day, regardless of how late I stay up.
Yeah.
So I need to be smarter. Because I stayed up last night, kind of watching the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I did watch that too, and then I watched like the whatever, the ceremony afterwards.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's a pretty good, like, between this and basketball, and what was the other one that just finished up?
Well,
in the Super Bowl, like
yeah,
the hockey, like this series was like the best out of all those.
Oh yeah, dude, hockey is so fun to watch.
Hockey is very fun. I'm super into it right now.
Yeah,
it's over, but yeah, I get super into it. But I didn't know any of the rules stuff. So there, like, I was like, what is a power play? I've seen this come up a couple times now. Figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just super fun. Like, and it's. We watched a couple of games at our local bar, and there's like a lot of fans. Like, who knew?
Oh yeah, dude, there's a shit ton of fans, and like the fact that you can get rid of your goalie and add another player,
so cool.
That's so cool.
I didn't know that was a thing because, yeah, very very cool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun watching. Here, one second, I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, whenever that happened in the game, and they were like, "Yeah, the goalie's getting ready to come out," and I was like, "Well, what does that mean?" I thought the goalie was going to like start playing. I'm like, "Well, that's kind of weird with all the pads." But then I saw him like skate over to the side, and then someone jumped in.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes more sense."
Dude,
and then they scored on, like, I was like, "Oh, this is it." And it was like 2 minutes left. I was like, "All right, this game is over."
The goalies have, oh man, they have so much weight on their shoulders.
Oh yeah,
and they do so much work. Like the goalies are the star.
Yeah,
of the show.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Bussy was crazy.
Yeah, Bussy.
Yeah, Bussy. No, but it was very cool, and like hearing all the stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, crazy, the coach won.
Yeah,
with the Hurricanes 20 years ago, and did it. Like, that's like,
it's insane.
Crazy stories happen like that all the time in sports that just are like, how is this even like statistically possible? So yeah, very, very, very cool.
Yeah, and we went to the pool with Pierce the first time this weekend. Mm-hmm. Very fun. He liked it.
That's good.
Yeah, he had a great time. And then everyone proceeded to pass out after the pool because we were just so drained.
Yeah, but
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I took Kellen to a birthday party on Saturday, and they had rented like this giant, like 3 or 2 slide water slide that they put in their backyard. We were there for like 4.5 hours. Kellen didn't want to leave, but I was like, dude, I am like sweating my balls off right now. Like, it is like, because it was like 93, I think the high was. But I mean, we were shaded, but yeah, still just like you get like that nasty, like sticky sweat feeling, and then after it dries, you just feel utterly disgusting. Yeah, arguably worse. But that was a great time. Like, he had a blast, and then they're leaving for 2 weeks tomorrow to go to Florida.
That's right. Yeah.
So be kid free. Gonna probably do a bunch of cleaning around the house. I know we're gonna rearrange his room a little bit. Because like we got new air ducts or about a month and a half ago. But his room is still a little bit warm, and his vent is like underneath his bed, but we have his bed pulled out. So there's like a little bit of a gap between the wall. But his room still gets a little bit warm. So I think we're going to just shift everything around. Kind of do the similar setup that he has, because he likes that a lot, with his TV in the corner.
Yeah.
But just shift everything around so that vent is completely unblocked.
Nice.
But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Probably go out a couple times. We'll probably go out. I think Friday we're going to go see a baseball game. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I'm into sports, dude. Like I mean, I've always been in like football, but just like I want to go to a hockey game now. Like baseball's been a lot of fun going. Yeah.
I don't know. Football's kind of boring now in retrospect.
You said football?
Yeah, football.
I don't know.
Football, hockey, come on.
Well, I've never been to a game, so that may change things. And football is way more fun at a game versus just watching it on TV. Even if it's like a team that you don't cheer for, but you are super far back, and like there's a lot of downtime in football. So
there's so much downtime.
Yeah. So yeah, I can see that because there's so many commercial breaks in football versus like hockey.
There are commercial breaks.
Yeah,
but few and far.
Few and far between.
And there aren't really timeouts in hockey. Maybe there are, but they're very short.
Yeah, they're super short. Because you have timeout, like regular timeouts, and then you have like TV timeouts for commercials. Yeah. But yeah, it's sports, man. Sports are fun.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, Nick, what have you you finished Mina?
I have finished Mina and gotten 100% of the collectibles and done everything.
Wow.
So okay. I think I finished it at like 18 hours. And then I spent another 9 or so hours cleaning up the rest of the stuff, just going from one area to the next, getting everything, and then moving on. Dude.
So where's this game at your is it number 1? Is it number 2?
I think it's number 2.
Okay.
I don't think it's usurped Resident Evil Requiem, but it has usurped Pacopia.
Okay.
So it has made it to number 2. Pacopia is right now at number 3.
Yeah.
But again, like that, I mean, that could change. That could change if I continue to play. I mean, there's new game pluses in this game, and each new game plus is different in its own way.
Yeah.
Like one of them, the one, like the new game plus that I'm on, they remove a lot of the save areas.
Okay.
So that makes it harder.
Harder. Okay.
Yeah, and then they increase the level cap.
Interesting.
So you can level up more than you could in the base game, and then I think another one does like a mirror mode where the entire world is mirrored. And then there's another one that like randomizes all of the items that you collect. Like even the vials that you start with are no longer with you. Those are like randomized in different locations. And then on top of that, there were like 200 or so modifiers to the game. And there are like your traditional modifiers of like, oh, you take less damage or you give out more damage. But then there's modifiers where the screen is always rotating.
Yeah, I saw that clip on Twitter. I was like,
dude, I tried playing that for 2 seconds and I about threw up.
Speaking of Twitter, I did see that Kozumi post you did where he's like, looks like he's like jerking off. I was drinking something. I almost spit take. I was like, this is so fucking funny.
Wait, what did I say? Was it Xenoblade fans when they see a grassy field?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I was sipping on like a soda or something. I almost lost it.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
But yeah, there's modifiers where the main town is busier, and it's like New York where people are just rushing from place to place.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so many random cool modifiers. Like there's one where meteors keep falling down from the sky, and there's ones where like Mina is 4 times as big. Enemies can be 4 times as big.
Wow.
You can continuously jump forever. It's so fun. Like this is kind of one of those like dream games as a kid where you have a Game Shark and you plug it in and you have all these like stupid modifiers to your Game Boy Advance game or your Game Boy game. It feels like that, but it's kind of built into the game.
Does that stuff unlock after you finish the game, or is that always available to you?
I think there's a large portion of it that's available.
Okay.
During the main game, and then I think there's some unlockable modifiers after you beat the game.
Okay.
But like, yeah, you can kind of tune the difficulty to however you want. Granted, like if you do, it'll turn off the like achievements that you can get.
Right.
But there are there are modifiers that don't affect your achievements, and then of course, like the ones that make the game harder don't affect your ability to get achievements.
Yeah.
But I mean, this game, it's almost perfect in what it was trying to do, and that's kind of be a Zelda-like game where you go through 6 dungeons, and like there are so many secrets throughout the world that you can find, and like all of them are obtainable from the jump. Like you don't need special items to get them. You just need to kind of know where to look and where to go, which is really cool. Like,
well, not a lot of games do that. It's sold 700,000 now.
Oh, is it 700,000?
Or maybe it's 6.
I know last week it was 500. Let's see, Yacht Club. 500,000.
500,000.
500,000, yeah.
Okay.
Which is really good. I mean, that's super impressive. I keep thinking about like how this game compares to Shovel Knight. 'Cause like that Shovel Knight's one of my favorite games, and that was a game that I like 100% back in the day. And I'm trying to compare it. Like, is this usurping Shovel Knight? Like, it might be if I keep playing it and keep enjoying it. Yeah, this might overtake Shovel Knight for me. As one of those games, you know.
And I'm sure they'll put out some DLC or something at some point. I mean, it'll definitely be paid. They're not going to.
I hope they do it paid. I hope I know they're not buying free DLC via Kickstarter.
Yeah,
which is good. So hopefully, I mean, I don't even know what they would add. Like maybe a new dungeon or two, but
yeah, probably something like that.
This game feels extraordinarily complete in what it is. So, yeah, I had an amazing time with it. Harrison, you need to jump in, man. You need to get back in.
I know. I need to. I've just been in such a non-gaming place right now where like I just haven't been motivated to play anything. I don't know why, because again, I have Final Fantasy Rebirth that I gotta. Maybe that's what my mind is thinking about, is like I want to get into Rebirth, but I'm like, this is going to be like a 70, 80 hour experience. So that's yeah. I probably just need to jump into Mina, but Mina for sure is going to be on my list when we go to the beach.
That'll
play
be
that at night.
Game.
Yeah. But yeah, I have played a little bit of stuff. Let's talk about Rise of Tomb Raider. Obviously, old game, but they shadow dropped it at the Nintendo Direct. I ended up picking it up because it was on sale for like this launch week, whatever. I think this is probably the best of the survival trilogy. Did you ever play this one?
Yeah,
you did. Okay.
I love this one.
Okay, this one is like a Metroid-ass Metrovania game. Like it's so Metroidvania that's like almost, because it kind of divides it up into different areas. So it's not like an open world game by any means, but it's kind of open zone. Like you'll come into certain areas.
There's like a hub, right?
Yeah, there's like different hubs that you can go to.
Yeah.
I think so far I've gotten to like maybe 3 or maybe 4. But there's a lot of stuff to do. There's like full on side missions that you can do. And there's like so many areas that are inaccessible until you get a certain item part that you need, whether it's like the bow and arrow where you shoot the ropes and they pull it back and discover like a secret tomb or something like that, which that's also in this game as well, similar to the first one. But I think there's just a lot more in this one where you could find like optional tombs that you can unlock, like some pretty cool abilities, like instead of having to click in the right stick to do like your Tomb Raider vision or Batman vision or whatever you want to call it, stuff will automatically just highlight in the world that you can use or grab, or you can see like traps ahead of time versus, when you step on them in the moment, you have like a second to react, otherwise you'll get killed. So there's a lot of stuff like that. I will say I did try playing this game handheld, and it runs fine. I don't think I like the Joy-Con sticks. They feel like a little bit too floaty for like shooters. Like it's hard to
like aiming with the right stick.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. It's a little bit difficult to do that. I didn't have a good time when I was playing that. And then I switched to the Pro Controller, which I mean, the Pro Controller is arguably like the best controller on the market right now. It feels so good to play. And as soon as I got to that, I was like, okay, this is so much better. It's not unplayable, but I've had similar experiences like that with trying to play Fortnite on the Switch, or
like Fortnite.
Even Cyberpunk was a little bit difficult to play.
Chronos was pretty hard to play. Like Resident Evil was pretty hard to play on Switch as well. I don't know if you did that one handheld.
I did try it a little bit, and it doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, I did that one majority handheld, and I guess I had to get good, but like,
I guess so.
It was hard, it was hard to aim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know what it is about the sticks.
Well, it's the placement, right? Like, well,
it's
offset.
It's offset,
but it's where your thumb is. So like, it's like this, like your thumb's kind of here. When it should be, like the analog stick should be here when you think about it.
Yeah. And I did put I do have a grip, and I put the grip on there, and that did help out a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest experience. I don't think like third person. I don't think shooters in general are probably the best in handheld on the Switch too. But I mean, everything else is obviously just fine. But so having a good time with that. And then I jumped into the Kingdom Hearts 3 demo. Nick, this game fucking slaps, dude.
Really?
This game rocks. Yes, it's a ton of like I still haven't finished the demo. It puts you out like I guess the very beginning of the game, and then you immediately jump into the Hercules world or whatever. Like you warp there. I haven't seen that movie in 25 years at this point. It's been a long time, so it was very nostalgic. It was really cool. I'm assuming it's the same voice actors, but I don't know 100% sure. Probably not. But they sounded like I remember them sounding, so it's fine. But yeah, this game's cool, man. It's kind of like that live. It's similar to like Final Fantasy in a way where like you're mashing like the A button to do standard attacks, and you have like a dodge roll and like an air dash and stuff like that, and then with the D-pad you use it to go down and do your magic. So far, very basic. I have like fire or fire and water, and then if you there's like a little meter that once you get to like essentially, I can't remember what it's called, but like level 2, after you build that meter up, you can then do like fire and water. So pretty cool stuff like that. And then I don't know exactly what triggers the different like Disney rides that you're doing, but I think it must be like, it just must have been probably just that section of the game, but like it has like the boat thing that does like the back and forth. They have like that, and then there's one boss fight where after you get your meter up and you do the ability, it turns into like a roller coaster, and you're like flying around this boss in a roller coaster, shooting it with the cannons. It's very cool. It is a very.
I have it downloaded, and
it's pretty like, and again, like I haven't finished it, and I'm probably an hour-ish or 2 hours in. Lots of cutscenes. It's a very, very Final Fantasy in that way. But yeah, there's something here with this game.
When does this come out?
October?
Why so late?
I don't know.
If they have a demo for the game now, why not just put out? Why not put this out in July or August and let people play the game?
It may. Let me look.
It comes out. No, I think you're right. I think it's October.
Okay.
It's just it feels like such a weird decision. Like that could have been an awesome shadow drop.
Right.
But I was so surprised that this one was October.
I want to say it's like the first week of October.
It's a crowded week.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Let me see. I think I have it up as well. Yeah, October 8th.
October 8th, okay.
Which is surrounded by games. Gears E-Day, End of Abyss, Ace Combat 8, Star Wars Racer, Castlevania. Jesus. I mean, October is just as busy as September is.
It really is.
If not more.
Yeah, especially that first week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, I think, I'm in. I definitely want to play this on the Switch too. And all three of them, and get ready for 4.
You played 1 and 2, right?
No, I haven't. I played a little bit of 1.
I keep I've played one, or I've tried to play one a few times, and I keep getting to that like first town that you go to, not the town. Yeah, the town. The
Twilight Town.
Twilight Town.
And I don't know why I remember that, but yeah, there's like a really tough like encounter, right? That because I think I got stuck in the same portion as well.
But I love that. I love that beginning. I love the beach.
Oh man,
when you walk away.
Yeah, so good.
It's probably one of the best like soundtrack songs for a game.
Yeah, it's probably
that and the Gears 1 trailer.
Yeah, the Gears trailer, Mad World. They also did like I think it was a poem that they read for Gears of War 2.
Mm.
And then of course like the Stellar Blade music is pretty damn awesome as well.
Yeah.
And Liza P. Liza P is great.
Oh, Liza P is awesome music. That's one thing that Liza P does better than. Well, actually, no, it does a lot of things better. But one thing that's definitely better than FromSoft, I think their music.
Yeah,
I don't remember any of FromSoft game music.
No, not really. I mean, it's all like crescendo music whenever you're battling and stuff like that. There's no like. I mean, I'm sure there definitely is a theme, but yeah, it's not super memorable.
Yeah,
or memorable.
Rememberable. It's a Final Fantasy title.
Yeah. But that is all I have been playing. Still dabbling in Fortnite, of course. Yeah, that has been.
What are your thoughts after a week and a half into the new season
compared to last? It's cool. Like I feel like the extraction stuff is cool, but I found myself. Well, I leveled them up pretty quickly. Like I think I have. I haven't played since they updated it with the like. There's like I think a couple of new ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't leveled up, but I did level up all the ones that were available outside of I think maybe one of the super rare ones that it's hard to find. But so yeah, I've kind of slowed down on the extraction stuff and just focused more on actual playing. But yeah, it's still really cool.
Nice.
Yep. All right. Well, you want to dive over into the news?
I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a bummer. Obviously we came off of Summer Games Fest, and so many great games got announced and updates and release dates that we got.
Incredible showcase.
Incredible showcases from everyone. And of course, Xbox just can't go 2 days, a 2-day news cycle without some stuff coming out. I think last week around, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday, there was talks about Compulsion getting closed down, or there were going to be layoffs. I don't think there's
decisions that had to be made.
Yeah, which we know it's coming. Like PlayStation's probably going to do the same thing. Like it's time, fiscal years are coming to an end, so like that's usually when that stuff happens.
Yeah.
So I'm sure PlayStation will be there. I mean, it's only Monday, so I'm sure we'll get some more crappy news in this week. But yeah, it came out today. It's kind of weird. Like at first they were saying Compulsion was closing down, and then a couple hours ago, Tom Warren with The Verge stated that Ninja Theory was getting closed down, and Double Fine and Compulsion they're in the talks right now about potentially selling or going on their own, without Xbox as the head or whatever. Similar to what Toys for Bob did, whenever they acquired them with the Activision purchase. Yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks.
It sucks. I mean, with Ninja Theory, like obviously they just announced Senua, which is going to be coming out next year, a more combat-focused Hellblade title. Like that, I feel like that got people relatively excited, but maybe not to the level that Xbox wanted it to. And again, like we were talking about this before, but maybe they revealed it to entice a buyer to come in and try to purchase Ninja Theory from Xbox. And
that's coming to PS5 as well, right? Senua?
Yeah,
Senua?
It is.
Yeah.
So it has that support, or has like that sales outlet as well. But at the same time, it's such a weird decision. Compulsion, I can understand a bit more. Like they put out South of Midnight, they gave it a run on Xbox, and then they put it on PlayStation and Switch too.
Yeah.
A few months ago, and I'm guessing that sales were not super great for this game, and that, I don't know what Compulsion has in the pipeline, but South of Midnight took them 5 or 6 years to make. Like, if you don't have anything,
too long for that type of game.
It's too long to. I don't know how many developers Compulsion has, but assuming there's 50 to 100 developers, like that's a pretty high annual cost over.
Yeah.
You compound that over 5 years, like that's just so expensive for
that's just kind of what we heard about like the Phil Spencer era, is where after they acquired all these studios, like they just weren't. I'm not saying they're mismanaged, but like there just wasn't any sort of. I don't know the term to say, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's like he just gave them too much like free time, like too much time to make these games, and it's like, no, we need to. You're not necessarily crunch, but it's like we've got to have a deadline. Like this game has to be completed by, it's been 4 years in the making. Like it can't be another 2 years before this game comes out. Like we need to make sure that it comes out. So maybe more deadlines or whatever. I mean, that's we talked about Halo like that, like it just taking so long to come out. It's crazy.
So during We Happy Few, which was their last game in 2015, they had 10 employees. When they were acquired by Microsoft, they had 40. And then they ramped up to 80 employees by 2021, and then reached a peak of over 100 between 2023 and 2026. So they scaled up massively. And they spent, 5 to 6 years making a game, and then it comes out.
It comes to Game Pass
super well. Like, yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's not driving subscribers.
No,
it's not selling units. It probably sold maybe 100 or 200K between PS5 and Switch 2, but
yeah,
it's not enough to invest another 5 years into a game that may or may not hit. But again, like if they would have kept that studio at a leaner figure or a leaner number of employees, then their games could have been more profitable, I think. But that feels like mismanagement on Microsoft's side, and not necessarily the fault of Compulsion Games.
Yeah. Looking at, I mean, there's no numbers for Switch or PlayStation. It says South of Midnight has sold roughly 65,000 to 88,000 copies on Steam, and then 1 million players across Xbox and PC. But most of that is probably Game Pass.
PC is typically like 40 to 45% of total units. So you take 90,000. Multiply it by whatever 1.6, and so probably around 200 to 300,000 or 200 to 250,000.
Yeah, Steam revenue is around 2 to 3 million, which is not good. I know that's just one platform or one application or whatever, but yeah, that's not a good number. So yeah, I don't necessarily fault Xbox for making this decision to close them down or sell them or whatever, just because that game, Hellblade, even I hate to say it, but even Double Fine stuff, they're not gonna drive sales. They're not those types of games that are gonna make someone all of a sudden subscribe to Game Pass. But they were supposed to be supplemental games. That's where your Halos, your Gears of War, your Forzas, your Fables, like those were the big games that would drive Game Pass and drive sales. And then it's okay to have, these smaller games that aren't really moving the needle in any kind of direction, but it's cool that they're there and it adds overall value to Game Pass.
Yeah, but what's the rationale though from a business perspective? Because you have plenty of other third-party games that can pad out Game Pass. Like you don't need to invest your own money into. It's not filler games. I'm not saying it is, but like games that aren't huge sellers that are meant to fill out the library of Game Pass. Like, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but
filler is I think a negative term, but that's essentially what I was going to say is after, the Forza comes out and, people put 50 hours into it and they're done with it more or less. Then you're like, okay, let me look through Game Pass. Oh, South of Midnight, I heard about that. Let me go, and then you keep your subscription, and there's always something kind of rolling in
between Forza and Halo. It's like like between those two releases. Yeah. The
problem is, for so long, there was no Halo. It's been 5 years since Halo Infinite. That if they would have put Halo Infinite out on PlayStation, like could that have just that probably would have sold some pretty decent numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But that was kind of before they started shifting towards going third party. But yeah, I just don't know. Again, I can't blame Xbox as a business decision, but it's like at the end of the day, you gobbled up all these companies, and Call of Duty is way down from last year because it was a bad game. So if Call of Duty, if your numbers are based on one game, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
And in Game Pass, like, it's making money, but all the studio overhead that you're also having to deal with is causing it to go down. So I don't know what the answer is other than just sell like everybody that you have, like get rid of Bethesda, keep your Call of Duties and your whatever, and focus on your first party stuff. And like you said, like instead of having these smaller games that don't really move the needle, aren't great games. They're good games. Like South of Midnight is a good game. I don't qualify it as like a great game. Same with people might argue that Keeper is a great game, but whatever. I mean, that's a kind of an objective opinion, or subjective, but they just really need to tighten down and just focus on their big first party. And that's what Asha Sharma is wanting to do. It's like, it shouldn't be 5. If we have to wait 5 years for the next mainline Halo game, let's have a side story. And you and I have talked about this 1,000 times with Last of Us and whatever, and God of War. It's like, okay, I don't mind waiting 5 or 6 years for the big mainline stuff, but let's get these smaller bite-sized stories that, don't cost that much to make. Put it out for like $40. It'll sell a few million copies, and that helps you pay for, the next big title or supplement, your revenue, so you don't have to let people go, So it's like, man, it's crazy.
They need to go back to, and I don't want to like nostalgia. I don't want to be nostalgia blinded here, but like they need to go back to what they were doing on the 360, where they had like 5 franchises that they focused on.
Yeah.
Like years. Halo, Forza to an extent, they had Fable, insert whatever franchise here. And then all those like studios that they've acquired throughout the years, like what if they would have just stayed third party and released multi-platform, but then had Game Pass agreements with Xbox? Like that way, like you said, Xbox can keep putting out a Halo every 3 years. They can put out a Forza every 3-ish years. I mean, they already do, but like you put out a Gears every few years, and then have those side stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't need all of this. Like they don't need all these studios.
No,
they don't need Bethesda. Like Bethesda should be off on their own, doing their own thing, taking 20 years to make the next Elder Scrolls. They don't need Double Fine. Like Double Fine should be on their own, because they make smaller titles and they have a small team. Like they don't need to be reporting to Microsoft.
No,
like big boy Microsoft. And I have Xbox's first party output real quick, and I want to go through it because it tells an interesting story. So since 2021, since Halo Infinite came out, in 2022, the biggest release they had was Deathloop. And then they had Grounded and Pentiment from Obsidian.
Yeah.
And then in 2023, like that was good year for them. They had Starfield, they had Hi-Fi Rush, they had Forza Motorsport, which didn't do.
That was kind of where it started to turn a little bit. Like,
yeah,
we're finally getting to the point. But what was the other game that came out? The vampire game?
Redfall.
Yeah.
And then Ghostwire was okay.
Yeah, that was multi-platform though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was multi-plat.
Yeah, Ghostwire was. Yeah, I only played a little bit of it.
Yeah, and then 2024 is pretty good too. Like you had Hellblade 2, which was a great good game, but didn't live up to 7 years of dev.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like that game took 7 years.
7 years for 5 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Like that's
not good.
Crazy. And then you had Indiana Jones.
Fantastic game.
Yeah, fantastic game. Black Ops 6, which was great, but again, like it's more of an Activision thing. And then you have like other titles like Age of Mythology, like you have Diablo 4 DLC.
Yeah.
But like what's missing here is Fable and Gears.
Yep.
Like they have maybe one big release per year outside of like the Call of Duties. Like they had Indiana Jones in 2024, and 2025 they have Forza Horizon 6. 2023 they had Starfield. Like you can't just have one big release per year.
Yeah, and I think that's what they were banking on with Bethesda, is like Starfield. And if that game would have been like a 10 out of 10 like masterpiece, like some people consider Skyrim, if it was as big as Skyrim was,
yeah,
I think then we could have seen a different story where all of a sudden people are, okay, this thing is exclusive. This is the killer app. I have to go out and buy an Xbox. I bet a lot of people on the PlayStation side were, okay, this is exclusive. Obviously big thing from Bethesda, Skyrim, blah, blah, blah. And they were waiting on the reviews. And once the reviews came in and it was getting 7s and 6s and
even 8s were, yeah, 8s are disappointed too for what we wanted Starfield to be.
Yeah. So I think that was like a big like turning point for Xbox once that game did not move the needle at all on Game Pass and probably didn't sell any sort of units or anything like that. I'm sure it sold a few, but like, way less than they were anticipating or hoping. I think that was like the point where everything was starting to shift, and they were like, okay, we gotta figure this out and start moving games around, because this just isn't working.
Yeah. So I mean, just like every year, I think this year is going to be a tough year for Xbox. They're going to go through a lot of
studios. It sucks because they have arguably the best lineup they've had in 10 years.
It's their 25th anniversary. They have every like major franchise hitting this year.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 6, Gears E-Day, Halo, Combat Evolved.
I am just, I mean, now that we're a week, 8 or 9 days from the Xbox, 8 days from the Xbox showcase, like, I think not putting Gears on PlayStation 5 is going to be a mistake, because I mean, there's what, 30 million Xboxes out there, Series X owners, Series S owners.
We're like 35 to 40 now.
But who's anybody going to buy Gears of War? Is anybody the people that are already subscribed to Game Pass, are they going to resubscribe for Gears? Maybe. I don't know. They never, they give us Game Pass numbers, but it's like, you never, I don't know. There's PC too. Like, I'm sure it'll probably sell pretty well on Steam, right?
Between 32 and 35 million is the estimate.
I bet it's lower than that because of the price increase. I wonder if that's like up to date, accurate. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know the answer, because they want what's the phrase? What's the cake phrase? They want their cake and
eat it too. And they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah, and eat it too. Like, you can't have it both ways. Just, I don't know. Like I don't know. Don't worry about the. See, if like the box wasn't the issue, like, I think they would be okay. But the fact that they're still, doubling down on putting out another Xbox, I just think it's a mistake at this point. Like, who really wants? Yeah, just go full third party. Like still own your studio. Like still keep all your studios.
But if you're a third party, then you can't have Game Pass. You can't have a platform that develop, like you can't have that that revenue coming in from third party games releasing on your platform. Like if they get third party, I feel like they're going to be in the same situation that a company like Ubisoft is in, where they have a bunch of awesome franchises, or they have a bunch of franchises.
Yeah. Just get rid of Game Pass. Just get rid of Game Pass. Just eat the cost. Get rid of Game Pass. Start producing great games, and just see what happens. Give it like 2 years, and then if you guys aren't sustainable or not making any money, then.
But I feel like they've already given things 2 years. They always they've tried so many things, and
I just don't think Game Pass is sustainable. I don't know.
Man, it's so funny because like last week we were saying, oh, Xbox is so back.
Yeah,
they had such a good showing. The future was bright. Like Asha seemed to have a good vision for Xbox.
Yeah,
and now she's fallen in line.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what they said. They're going to have to make some hard decisions in the near future. And again, like I don't, as a business standpoint, I get it. Like these studios are not making these incredible like must play right now types of games. They were always the supplemental games, and that's okay for what they are. So I mean, I don't know if they sell the studios or they shut them down, whatever ends up happening. Again, I mean, I don't want this stuff to happen. But if they can kind of cut the fat and just focus on what they've done best in the past, and that's make great Halo games, great Gears games, and then focus forward, with their next console. But again, the price is like the elephant in the room. It's like you can have a really great machine that can do some really cool stuff, but I'm sorry, you're not going to sell many units at $1,000. You're just not. I mean, there's going to be people out there. There's your whales that are going to go out there and grab them, and they will sell, but they're just not going to do number. I mean, you're barely pushing 40 million Xboxes right now, and that was before the price increase. And then you had your price increase, and I'm sure it's dropped off even more so. So,
and my concern is with all of their big franchises having releases this year and early next year, what the hell are they going to launch with the new console? Like, what are they going to use to sell it?
It's got to be Halo, man. It's got to be the next, like, what is the next Halo?
Yeah, but does anyone
does anybody care about Halo?
Do non-Xbox fans care about Halo?
Well, of course not.
Maybe that with Campaign Evolved.
Yeah.
But probably not.
I mean, maybe. Like, I would just find it almost impossible to believe that even if someone who is a diehard PlayStation pony that just refuses to play on anything else, there's no way I don't know, let's say they're as old as we are, there's no way someone in their 30s has not played a single Halo game. Like that feels unrealistic. So you would know if you like that game or not, I think, by this point. And and if you don't have an Xbox, I don't think Halo is going to do anything for you, but
it's not bringing in new fans.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I do not envy having Asha Sharma's job one bit. I mean, she came into an impossible scenario and saying all the right things,
recommitting to the core players.
Yeah. Like bringing back exclusives again, but like, is it too little too late at this point? Like,
it's definitely too little. You can't just announce 2 exclusives and then have the rest come to PlayStation, because
it just makes no sense. And like Clockwork Revolution, like why that game? Why that game? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
In Exile is probably going to be next on the chopping block when that game comes out and doesn't do the numbers they think it will. I don't know. It's a really tough time to be in game development. Just it's so expensive, and players are fickle. They play their live service games that they will always play, and they will only they'll maybe buy 1 or 2 single player games a year.
Yeah, there's people like that. Like the average, I think, gamer, like you said, they might buy 3 games a year.
Yeah,
and that's not the audience that you want to go after,
Madden.
Right? Yeah, and one of those is Madden, one of them is Call of Duty.
And
then maybe some sort of single player game.
Maybe an Expedition 33 or like whatever's popping off at the moment, right? Like whatever's viral.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the answer to how they figure this out. But my only answer right now, and I've said this before, is whenever Gears of War comes out, especially whenever GTA comes out, find a way to get the Xboxes down to like $300, $400.
Yeah.
Like, eat the hell out of that cost. I'm sorry, but you have got to get, if you're doubling down on the console side of things, you've got to get more units out there. You've got to have a bigger established, consumer or whatever that actually has an Xbox. Like, you just have to get that player base up.
Be like $200 cheaper.
Yeah.
Than PlayStation.
Yeah. Force their hand, like force PlayStation's hand. Like, get it cheaper than the Switch too. Because by that time the Switch 2 will be $500. So if you can get it at like $450 or $400, and then have the Series S especially like $300, just eat the cost, and then people will buy it if it's super cheap. They're like, oh, I finally haven't upgraded to a Switch or to a next gen. There's a lot of people out there. They're still developing. Maybe not so anymore, but Call of Duty was on PS4 last year, so there are people out there that just haven't made that jump, and it's never been a better time to jump in for GTA 6.
Is NBA 2K, is that on
I'm sure
prior gen as well?
It's probably on Xbox One. I mean, geez. No, it's not.
It's probably on 360 still.
Yeah. So yeah, that's now only like thinking of how they can even remotely get the player base up is get those consoles cheap.
Yeah.
For whenever it's closer to GTA 6. So it'll be towards Black Friday, so you could just say it's a Black Friday sale, and then leave it up as long as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Slap a giant. This Xbox or this thing plays GTA 6 on it.
Yep.
And proceed.
Yep. So $600 right now for an Xbox.
If they can't turn it around this year, there is no hope for next gen. I don't think.
No, and I think honestly right now, we're in 2026. I don't know if we're going to get the next console generation until like 2029. I just think it would be idiotic to release a product, even if it's a great product. Like I'm sure it will be. I'm sure the PS6 will be, but nobody's asking for this stuff, and at these prices, nobody's going to be buying this stuff.
And no one cares.
It's
diminishing returns.
Yeah, and we're I think we're finally getting into like a good flow of games that run really well on these consoles.
Yeah.
So like I feel like we're at the prime of these consoles, and not like kind of lingering like we're stuff once stuff stops running. And again, like I mean, I don't know if this is what you're talking about with diminishing returns, but I think we've peaked with graphics. I don't need anything better. We do not need more fidelity. Like I'm good where we are at for the rest of the time. Like everything looks about as good as I think it possibly can without me going outside. Like I just don't need it.
Yeah, it looks great and it runs well. That's really all you need. Like,
yeah,
with like the big games that are coming out this year, like what more do you need from them? Like, do you need Campaign Evolved to look even better?
No, it looks insane right now.
Like, do you need GTA 6 to look even better? No. We're good. Even Switch 2, like Star Fox looks amazing. I'm like, I can't imagine this game looking any better.
Game looks great. Resident Evil Line looks fantastic. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think using the tagline, "This is the most powerful console ever." Nowadays,
nobody cares.
No one cares.
What does that even mean? Like,
more flops, man.
More flops, so we can squeeze a couple more veins in our leaves and in our foliage, like
a couple more pieces of peach fuzz on Alloy's face. Are they those places?
Yeah, like Jesus, man. Like, yeah, it's just we don't gamers like don't care, and the ones that are bitching about this stuff online are like the minority of people that are actually buying your stuff. They're the loudest, but they're the minority, and that's kind of how it always is online. Like, nobody in the real world actually gives a damn about.
No one cares how.
Oh my gosh,
how Call of Duty looks visually, how NBA 2K looks visually. Madden.
Captain Price, he doesn't have enough arm hair on his arm.
I can't play this.
I can't play this.
Where's my photo mode?
Photo mode.
Photo mode. I'm gonna say something a bit controversial. Photo mode might be the worst thing to happen to gaming. I don't think gamers should have the ability to take pictures.
No, they don't deserve it.
No, just
no. They don't deserve anything. No,
they really don't.
Absolutely not.
It's done irreparable damage,
and it's PlayStation's fault, because every single one of their first party games, a month or two later, they have photo mode.
Photo mode, and then 3 months later they have New Game Plus.
Yeah, I was like going back and forth with this guy like a couple days ago on Twitter, because what did they announce? Some PlayStation game was getting photo mode, and I was like, why do they do this every time? And he's like, oh well, it's just the way for you to come back to the game a couple weeks later and try it out. And I'm like, well, I would just if I actually give a damn about photo mode, I would prefer it be there day one. That way, when I'm actually going through the game, yeah. I can record stuff and take pictures and stuff like that. And I know, like, you have the built-in like photos and stuff like that, but the actual like going in and like zooming in, like I just
I've never done photo mode.
No, I mean, like on the Switch too. Like, I'm always taking like screenshots and videos and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I've never gone in. I'm like, oh, let me change the time of day
to sepia.
And if you like it, that's okay. But yes, I think you're right that
I think it's just a bit disingenuous. I think it misrepresents what the game actually is.
Yeah. Photo mode and Red Dead Redemption 2 have just done its.
Does Red Dead have a photo
damage?
Mode?
Of course it does.
Does it really?
I don't know if it does or not, but I'm just talking about in terms of like people still comparing.
Oh yeah,
physics and stuff. I'm like, that game is like 8 years old. Like, let it go.
I hope you enjoy Red Dead 2, because you're not going to get a Red Dead 3 before 2040.
Yeah, and that game is not fun.
It's not. It's not a fun video game.
It's a boring ass game. Like, what do you mean I can play for 20 hours and someone who's doing carpentry and working on a house, if you come back 15 years later or 15 hours later, they'll have the frame built. Okay, that's a cool attention to detail, but like, it took me 7 minutes to get off my horse to go look at that house. So I think I'm okay.
I hope GTA 6 doesn't have that level of. I'm sure it will have that level of realism and like AI or the like, what is it called? Like CPU pathing and that kind of stuff. But I don't care. Yeah. Show me the fun.
Yeah, show me the fun.
That's why I love Nintendo, dude. That's always their first question when making games. Where's the fun?
Yeah, because they start out with a concept first, and then they kind of build around it.
Yeah.
Is the game fun? And are all of their games fun? No, but I would say 95% of them probably are fun.
Sony starts with the concept of a photo mode and says, "How can we build a game around this picture?"
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god!
I joke. I don't, but
yeah, just irreparable damage to the industry. All right, well, back to Xbox. Any final thoughts on?
We'll see what. I guess we're due for good news next, and then we'll see what bad news happens after that.
Well, no, because they're gonna shut down or either sell these studios, and if they sell, I think that's probably a good thing. I don't know who buys them. Maybe they just go independent outright, and then again, like Toys for Bob, they'll team up with Xbox and make their next game or publish Sinwa, for Ninja Theory. I think people earlier were talking about Nintendo buying Double Fine. I don't see that happening. They don't buy studios like that. Like look at Grezzo. Grezzo would be like the number one studio they should buy, and they haven't even purchased them.
Like Intelligent Systems makes Wario, Fire Emblem, and Paper Mario, and they don't own them.
Yeah,
they just have a good relationship with them.
And I think that's like the way it should be. Like, and okay, going back because I saw this on Twitter. I think I saw this maybe underneath like Paris, underneath one of his posts he made today. But like, your IP is like Halo and Gears. We just talked about it. Like, we need more in those worlds. Like, give them out to like a third party developer and see what they can do with it. Like, that could be like some interesting. Like, I would love a horror Halo game where you play as like a civilian and you have to escape an elite. Like, that would be super cool. Like, do what Nintendo does, what they've done with Capcom with Zelda games in the past. Like, there's so many options. Like
Star Fox, they outsourced that to Velen Studios.
Yeah,
who they've worked with before, but
they do that all the time. And then you publish the game and you pay for the development, and then once that contract is over, that's it, right? Unless you re-up a contract and they start working on another game. But that way you don't have to worry about like the overhead of like the studio. Mm-hmm. You're not paying for. I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe, I don't know, but
you pay like there's like milestone payments, and then
yeah. So, but like, do stuff like that. Like, give your games to other other third party studios, and see what they can cook up with it. Like, imagine like giving Gears to Capcom and see what they could do. Like, that would be sick.
They would crush it.
Yeah, they would give us a badass survival horror game, in the Gears franchise. Like, yeah, that's what they should do, like, realistically. And that way we can just start getting more games in these franchises, and eventually maybe it becomes saturated because there's just too many. But
let's
probably
get
not.
Let's get there.
Let's get to that point. Yeah, see what happens. Like, if I could play a Gears of War game every 2 years or 3 years, and have Halo in between that,
I would love to get to I would love to get back to that 360 and PS3 era where you could put an entire trilogy out on one console. Uncharted, Killzone, Gears.
Yeah.
Halo.
Yeah, I wish that we were truly in the golden era of gaming during the 360 time, and we just didn't
even know it.
Yeah. Man.
BioShock.
Yeah, BioShock. Like Judas, like what that game, like how old is that studio? Like 10 years old? Like, why is this game taking 10 years to make? That is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane.
Well, speaking of games, should we?
Yeah, let's
take a look.
Yeah,
we got to look at September.
Yeah. Let me look. Actually, let's look at the end of August because I'm pretty sure there's some stuff coming out too.
Oh yeah.
August 27th. Resident: A Plague Tale Legacy, which is coming to Game Pass. I did see a little snippet earlier today of the game, and there's something ratty. not something ratty, not ratty, but there's something there.
Okay,
so I'm looking. Entity. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game, especially that they're focusing more like on combat.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition and Switch 2 is coming August 28th.
Star Wars Zero Company this 27th. Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2 the 27th.
Yep.
So pretty busy.
Yeah, pretty busy to end that month. And then there's Lies of P Complete Edition Switch 2 August 6th. Marvel Token Fighting Souls August 6th. Just kind of going through.
Beast of Reincarnation August 4th.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yep. All right, Nick, let's dive into September because it is a insane output of games.
All right, I have the list. Do you want me to run through it?
Yeah, let's go.
Blood of Dawnwalker, September 3rd. and feel stop me if you want to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Orbitals, September 3rd, Switch 2 exclusive.
Yep.
This one looks cool.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick it up.
Yeah. Halloween the game, September 8th. Marvel's Wolverine. This is where it starts to get heated. Marvel's Wolverine, September 15th. I think this will be a day one for me. But
Wolverine. Yeah, I think so too.
RuneScape Dragon Wild's coming to console September 15th. Trails in the Sky, second chapter, September 17th. I'm worried about this one on Fantasy Critic, Harrison. I know you have this one.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a sleeper hit.
Well, I think the other one scored like in the 90s.
Yeah,
that's why I picked it up.
Yeah,
initially.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, September 17th, day one.
Yeah.
Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Switch 2, September 18th.
I want to play this game.
Yeah. Dune Awakening, PS5, September 22nd. Dragon Quest 11 S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Switch 2 edition, September 24th. Whatever. Fine. There's no upgrades. I think it's done. This is where it gets a little nuts. Silent Hill Townfall, September 24th. Control Resonant, September 24th.
Which Control I think it's a day one for me. I can't wait for Control.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, September 25th. And then Minecraft Dungeons 2, September 29th.
Yeah.
When I see it now, it's not terrible, with the exception of Silent Hill and Control and Onimusha all coming out like within the same time frame. I only have a handful of day ones, those being Wolverine, Fire Emblem, potentially Orbitals, and then Silent Hill and Control. And Silent Hill is a bit more iffy, depending on how that one reviews, but
for sure, yeah.
Control is definitely a day one.
But Nick, so if Marvel's Wolverine is a day one for you, that's September 15th. 2 days later when Fire Emblem comes out, you're dropping Wolverine immediately for Fire Emblem.
I am dropping it like a.
And then you're gonna play that game for like 70 hours,
probably 40 at least. And
then Control comes out the following week?
7 days later, yeah.
Wolverine may not be a day one for me. I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait for reviews. I mean, I know it'll be good because like Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Miles were really good, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on it.
I need to be honest with myself here. Like on any day of the week, I'm picking Fire Emblem over a Insomniac game.
Yeah. I would argue that you would pick out of the rest of the games coming out this year. I think Fire Emblem and probably maybe Zelda is like I think you're gonna put Fire Emblem over most of everything else coming out the rest of the year.
Yeah. So what's your game then that you're putting over everything else? Is it Control?
I think so. Control. I love that universe, that Remedy-verse so much. And Control Resonant looks so good with the melee combat this time around.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to, I think it was Andy talk about Control and Kind of Funny, and he said it was like basically it felt like an Insomniac game in Spider-Man with like how fast you can traverse the world, which is super appealing to me. I think so far, other than Fire Emblem, I do want to play Fire Emblem.
Hey, come on, let's be honest, man.
It's never been a better time.
You're gonna get 5 hours in, and you'll be like, "Oh, this is really great." And then 2 weeks later, I'm gonna ask, "Hey, did you ever pick back Fire Emblem?"
No, this is the one, Nick. This is the one. I'm locking in.
Did you actually try? Did you play Three Houses?
No, I didn't.
Oh, fuck, man. I'm bummed that you tried with Engage and didn't try with Three Houses.
Yeah.
But I digress. All right.
There's a demo, I think, for Three Houses, isn't there? Did you have that game physical?
I do not. If I did, I would lend it to you. Do I not? I don't.
You didn't get the special edition? Was there one? Yeah, there was one.
There was. Sure. I didn't get it. I think I got it digital so I could play at midnight.
Of course.
How
many times did you buy Resident Evil 9?
3. 2 or 3.
Hey, but you're doing the Lord's work with Capcom. They deserve it.
Why did this guy buy a Japanese version and an English version and then a physical version?
Wait, did you buy an English version too? Digital?
What?
Because you bought the generation pack, right?
No, I didn't. I bought I didn't. Did I?
I thought you bought the generation pack.
I did buy. I bought the physical generations pack.
Okay, so you bought that, and then you bought the Japanese digital.
Yes, which was the
which
had all 3. I think. I can't remember.
I think you just bought
just the 7 or just 9.
Just 9 Japanese, and then you got the generation pack physical.
Yeah,
because it wasn't going to arrive on time or something like that.
Yeah. Anyways. Wait, what were we saying?
Talking about Fire Emblem Special Edition.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I think Resident is like my
that's
Onimusha. I'm very curious about, and I definitely want to play that. I just want to kind of wait for reviews and see, because I've never played that game before, but it's Capcom, so it's like they're automatically.
It's in contention.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely want to play that. But yeah, I think I would put. Oh man, it's such a busy time. Yeah, control so far on this list.
Mm-hmm. All right, I would argue that October is more stacked. So let me run through. Let's
run through the rest of the year.
Okay. End of Abyss, October 1st. This one I'm very excited for, but I wish it was coming to Switch too.
Yeah.
Because it's got that Reanimal.
What is this game?
It's made by Sector 9. I think they developed like Little Nightmares 2, but they're making a top down.
Is this the one you were telling me about?
Yeah, it's similar to it's kind of like Signalis.
Okay.
Signalis, Crow Country, like that kind of vibe.
Okay.
But with the art style and art direction of like a Reanimal or a Little Nightmares.
I do remember. Okay, yeah, I think
it's like a Metroidvania. Yeah. It looks really good. So that's October 1st. Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thief, October 2nd. Gears of War E-Day, October 6th. I mean, that's a day one.
That's probably my number one, actually. Now we're getting to Gears.
I would agree.
I mean, obviously it's on Game Pass, but yeah.
Kingdom Hearts Collection, October 8th.
Yeah, I will. I don't know if that's gonna be a day one for me.
It'll be like
but I do eventually want to play it. Like maybe I'll pick it up in December or something.
Yeah. Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Risen.
You have any interest going back to Dragon's Dogma 2 with the expansion coming?
Not really. It's just been too long.
Yeah. It's kind of random.
It's way too random. They should have done this last year.
Yeah.
Planet Zoo 2, October 13th. Valor Mortis, October 13th. This one looks cool.
Yep.
Castlevania.
It's $50 as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Castlevania Belmont's Curse, October 15th. This one is a day one for me.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. Final Fantasy Resonance, October 22nd. This looks incredible. Very excited for this one.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
But you know what else comes out on the 22nd? Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'll have fun with Kellen on this one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Wave race, skateboarding, ping pong, thumb wrestling, jerking it. It's got a lot of stuff.
Thumb wrestling, yeah, that's sold it for me.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, October 23rd.
Any interest in this one?
I mean, I always have a passing interest.
But you got to pay for it this time instead of Game Pass.
Never mind. My interest just passed.
Yep.
One Piece Grand Gourmet.
This one looks cool. This one looks cool.
I mean, it's from the game dev story. Devs.
Yep. Kairosoft.
Yeah. And then Phantom Blade Zero, October 29th. This could be.
Whoa, Nick! You passed over a big one. Hello Kitty Party Land. Come on now.
Hey, it got a spot in the direct, so it must be big.
Yeah.
Phantom Blade Zero could be a Goliath game similar to Black Myth, since it has that China backing.
This is either going to be an absolutely incredible 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 game, or it's going to be a 4 out of 10.
Or
and no in between. Yeah, there's no in between.
That's really it for October. But November has a huge list of games coming out. Absolutely huge. We got Crime Light. We got Wielders of the Essence. And then GTA 6. Oh, sorry. Metaphor is coming to Switch 2, going toe-to-toe with GTA 6.
This just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think Metaphor sold that well. I know it's $1 million plus to maybe 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And putting it on, and obviously putting it on Nintendo Switch 2, I think is a fantastic move. It's pretty much become the RPG powerhouse.
It's a match made in heaven.
But November? You're almost better putting it out in December.
You're putting out a big-ass RPG the week before GTA 6?
Yeah.
Of course. There is. I don't think there's any crossover in
players. No, not at all. But still,
But maybe this is the game that Switch 2 players will gravitate towards the week of GTA 6.
I don't know. You still have people online, attack the backlog, oh, let's put Zelda out all on the same day. Do it, Nintendo, grow some balls. And why would they do that? That makes no fucking sense. Oh my God, these people. I get that. A Zelda is a big game. It was I think
was the number one.
Yeah, obviously there's a huge market for it, but they still don't do that.
There's no way.
Don't do that.
There is no way on God's green earth that Ocarina of Time remake will or ever will outsell GTA 6.
No, people are. There's people these Nintendo YouTubers have lost.
That is insane.
Their goddamn minds. They have lost it. They have lost the plot. And Ocarina of Time is my it's my most hyped game. Time. Yeah, favorite game of all time. So I this is an absolute day one for me. If it came out on the same day as GTA 6, let's face it, I'm probably getting both. But Ocarina of Time is going to take priority for sure.
Would it though?
I think so. Yeah. It came out with same day as GTA. First of all, you're not gonna if you think you're gonna be playing online GTA the first thing there's no way in hell that thing is gonna be. Those servers are gonna be buns. It's gonna be.
Well, I don't think there's gonna be an online portion.
There's an online day one. I guess they don't usually have it, right? It usually comes out after.
Yeah, I think they'll ride the sales for a while before they introduce the shark cards.
Before they become scummy.
They turn on the.
But yeah, Ocarina of Time would definitely take priority.
But take priority as in you play it for 2 hours, and then you switch over to GTA, or take priority as in you would only play.
I would definitely dabble with both, but I would probably. I don't know. I got a feeling I'd get into Ocarina of Time, and I'm just this is my life now.
Which cake do I start with?
Yeah, which cake? And again, I'm hyped for GTA 6, but man, this is what I'm wanting from Ocarina of Time since the 3DS days.
Yeah.
So
okay, before we close out, I've one question. Actually, I have two questions.
Okay.
If we look back at September, what's your pick on the game that gets moved?
Good question, because Valor Mortis already got. They already pushed it out.
Valor Mortis.
They said we're out. we're good.
Let's go to a busier month.
Okay, let me go through. Let me scroll down through the list. So Blood of Dawnwalker is still early. That's good. Orbitals, I think that's a perfect time.
Safe.
Yeah, safe. Wolong, that complete edition, probably good.
Wolong.
Oh yeah, that kind of got announced after Summer Games Fest, but Wolong Fallen Dynasty complete edition is coming to Switch 2.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Halloween the Game's probably good. Valheim, that's a full release. That's good. Let's see. Marvel's Wolverine. That's already been kind of solidified, so they're not going to move.
They were there first.
Yeah, and I think that's a good spot for them. Fire Emblem. Nintendo's not budging on that. They're not going to push that.
You don't think they would move it up to August?
I don't think so.
That's me just trying to speak it into existence.
See, that like on my predictions, like that's where I wanted it to be, is in August. I felt like, I mean, going back to August right now, I mean, if they put it out early August, like there's not much to compete with.
Right. Yeah, put it somewhere after Liza P.
Yeah. And even then, like, I don't think Liza P is gonna eat into. I mean, it's a first party Nintendo game. Like, it's it's good. It's a good one too. So, all right. So Fire Emblem, I don't think is moving. Trails, I don't think is moving. Lego Batman, they just announced that date. I don't think that's moving. Control Resonant.
I think Silent Hill could slip.
Yeah. Onimusha, I don't think Capcom's going to move it either.
They might move it up.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, I don't think they'd push it another month or anything. They may move it up a little bit. Yeah, Silent Hill, I think, is the one. Like, it's a $50 game, first person Silent Hill game.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good. But then where do they move it to? Is the question.
Early October, I think.
Yeah, but then you're up against Gears of War.
You're
up
against
first week.
Ace Combat 8, Wings of the Thief.
Trying to look.
And you can't do late October with a horror game. You have to hit it early.
Yeah.
Unless they move it to August. But again, like that feels too early for this kind of game.
Yeah. When is October 22nd? What date is that on? It's a Thursday.
I mean, that's the same day as
Same day as Call of Duty,
Final Fantasy Resonance, and Switchboards.
October 23rd.
Oh, 23rd is just Call of Duty.
Yeah, just Call of Duty and One Piece. I don't know if they would want to put it up against Call of Duty.
Maybe mid-October.
What about like the 16th? Like Tales of Eternia remastered and whatever Tenebris something. The 16th could work for that.
Yeah.
Because there's Castlevania a few days before and that Valor Mortis game a few days before, but I feel like they're different types of games. Yeah, mm-hmm. I would say like the 16th or maybe even that week of like the 12th, like anywhere between the 12th and the 16th, they could probably put it and it'd be just fine. Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. I mean, you want to get it out around Halloween, obviously, because it's a horror game, but yeah, I don't know.
It's tough.
And even in some of these games, again, like some of these single player focused games could absolutely launch the first week in November, and I think it would be just fine.
It'd be fine. GTA 6 is November 19th.
Yeah,
so
that's plenty of time to buy a game, beat it, and then a consumer can buy it and then not buy another game for a few weeks, and then they'll get GTA 6.
Yeah.
I think, man. I think they're too afraid of it.
Yeah, it's not like the people who are buying games like Castlevania and Switch Sports Resort, and Gears of War, Valor Mortis, like I don't think they're going to be affected by GTA 6 in the way that they think they are. Like it's not like, oh, we've entered November, my wallet, I'm saving myself for GTA 6 this month.
I mean, God knows what that's going to cost. Fortune's Weave is an $80 game physical.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that, but that's insane.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
It should really be a $60 digital, $70 physical situation, but here I am buying the special edition anyways. So
but for $40 more, you can get some goodies in the game. And let's face it, Ocarina of Time is probably going to be $80, and I'm not going to bat too high. Like it's whatever. Like
about one eye, but not two.
Yeah, like I'm not going to bat an eye. I will get it whatever, and they'll probably have a special edition. I will definitely get that as well.
They'll have probably have a special edition Switch too.
Yeah, probably not going to get that, but but and then like I guess the two big, like, where does Zelda going to be placed in all of this? Like the Nintendo, they don't have an October game as of right now, right?
Nintendo?
Yeah.
They have Switch Sports Resort, bro.
Oh yeah.
Do not forget about it.
Okay, so and that comes out the 22nd.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back to October real quick. So September, Fire Emblem. October is Switch Sports Resort. Is that it? And then Orbitals is what? Early September.
Yeah.
So yeah. So where does Zelda fall in? Again, I think November 5th is the perfect date for Zelda.
I think so. Because they're not going to do December. They have enough data to know that they shouldn't do that.
Yeah. And then if Dustbloods comes out this year, which I think it's going to be delayed.
But
where does that go? Where does that fall into? You know, first,
December, maybe
December.
No, that's stupid. Late October. I don't know. I feel like this game's going to get delayed.
It has to. It has to get delayed. Unless it comes out in August or something. Like we get the test in July, and then it comes out the next month.
Also, when's Kena coming out? The new Kena game.
I don't think that has a release date.
2026.
Yeah, but I don't think it has like an official.
Yeah, like when are they going to put it out?
Tell me.
I don't know.
And first, like 007 First Light for Switch 2, when is that coming out? Attack on Titan 3 got announced. Is that coming out this year?
Marvel 1943?
Yeah, any game that doesn't have a release date, just put it out next year.
Yeah. Except for Zelda.
Zelda.
Put that one out this year.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking through. And Forza Horizon 6 on the PS5, that doesn't have a release date yet.
Yeah.
When does that come out? Because they're going to want to put that in a good spot. Because I mean, they know it's going to sell, but and then Hollow Knight: Sea of Sorrow. That'll be like a shadow drop. They'll just be like, it's ready now. Come play it.
I think that's August or September, right around the year anniversary.
Yeah. Lords of the Fallen 2 is still scheduled to come out this year. Where does that fall into? Like, where is that going?
Probably October.
Insane. Mortal Shell 2.
Not going to date with the Switch 2 announcement. It just it's fall still.
Yeah, it says fall.
Mortal Shell 2.
Mortal Shell 2, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just insane. There's so many games.
Yeah.
So many games. All right. Any final thoughts, Nick, before we wrap up the show?
No. Nothing on the brain.
Nothing on the brain. All right. Well, we will. That'll end the show in the news. If you can review us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, that would be greatly appreciated. If you ever want to chat with us live, we live stream the show every Monday at 8:45. On Twitch and YouTube. I was having a brain fart. I almost texted you earlier because I thought I was going to have to do the show tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Because
we were going to have some plans, but we ended up not having to do anything. So that's what I was thinking about. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Regular time, all that good stuff. Probably talking more Xbox
closures,
bummer news. So we'll see. So
are you picking up Adventures of Elliot this week?
I really want to, Nick, but I just have so much I got to play. Rebirth, Mina. I don't know. When do the reviews go up? Tomorrow?
Probably tomorrow. It got a 33 out of 40.
I did see that. That was kind of weird.
Was it Famitsu? which means like 1.9 and 3/8, which are all great scores.
Yes,
but I'm a little hesitant.
I'm
a little hesitant.
I never did play that second demo. Did you ever play it?
I played it, but I didn't finish it.
Okay.
And that's why I'm hesitant, because I wasn't super compelled to finish it. But maybe because I knew it was a demo. But something about the combat just like didn't. Like it wasn't in depth enough, but I'm sure it will be. Like I'm sure we'll get to that point. We'll see.
No, we'll know by tomorrow.
Yeah.
How it reviews.
Oh, yeah.
What are your predictions on how it reviews? Like mid 80s?
Like 82.
82. Yeah.
Similar to all the other HD 2D games from Square.
Yeah. Man, that Final Fantasy Resonance game looks so damn cool.
Really good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're just rambling now. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.